Hi, folks. A couple of people contacted me in the email and made me aware of, I guess, a new controversy that's out there. And I looked into it briefly tonight, and I noticed a couple of discrepancies. And I want to point a few things out first because I believe that some of the information might be misleading. The first thing I want to point out is I have all of the books. I have The Thrill of the Chase, Too Far to Walk, and Once Upon a While. And I'm going to show you the pictures that are in those books. And I don't need to show you every book. I'm going to focus on The Thrill of the Chase because all three of the books, where they have pictures, they are derivatives of these same pictures. So this is the one inside Thrill of the Chase. This is the first one that you'll see. And I want you to note the perspective of it. Okay. So note that we're only looking at this side of the chest. Inside the book, here again, this is that same photo, but now it's black and white, and it's different, but it's the same perspective. This is inside Thrill of the Chase, and again, you'll find this same one in Once Upon a While and Too Far to Walk. It's always showing only this side, and it's the same exact picture all the time. Excuse that it's squished a little bit because of the way I took a picture today with my camera, and I don't really have a scanner, so it's kind of messed up. But you'll see it's basically, you can see the rings in here, and here's the frog. And I'm going to call this the press photo, quote unquote. But this is inside Thrill of the Chase. And you'll see this picture often. If you look, it's in the background here. This is the same one. It's got the gold showing inside the chest. But again, you're only seeing this side of the chest. This is the front here. Okay. So again, that's the press photo. So far, we only really have two photos of the chest in all of Forrest's books. What you'll see is that there's different crops of them, or just, some of them are faded out, but it's always the chest in the same position. This photo here is the one that you'll see on basically all the way back since the beginning on Newsweek and on the TV. This is the one that they showed. It has the key and some gold out here. And there it is again. And as you know, those are the only two pictures that we have in all three books and everything that I could find that Forrest Fenn published anywhere. Somebody in the press, somewhere along the line, decided they would rotate the image. They literally mirrored it horizontally. They flipped it. Okay. So you're not looking at the other side of the chest. This image you can see with the frog and the rings here and the gold. It's just that it's flipped the other way around. So you'll notice that these arrows are facing the front, the ladders, not the arrows. They're facing the front of the chest. So naturally, if you flip it, they're still going to be facing the front. Okay, so now we're looking at the other side here. But again, I just want to point out, okay, for some reason in the one that they flipped, they may have also removed some stuff. I don't know. It's cropped out. The coin and stuff is cropped out on the bottom here. But if you look at the large nugget and the way this nugget's placed, and this is the background, the crack in the wood, the crack over here, and you look at what the way this stuff is, if I go and I switch it to the correct one, it's the same thing. Here's the crack in the wood. Here's the large nugget. Here's that nugget here. Here's the wood in the back, and here's stuff. So this image is the same as this image here. It's just that somebody decided that they would crop it differently and flip it the other way. Why they did that, I don't know. But the point is, you are not looking at the left-hand side of the chest here. You're looking at a mirror image of this side of the chest. What I'm trying to say to you here is that you could find every picture that Forrest Fenn himself sent to the press or published always only shows this side of the chest. And this is the first post that we ever seen of Forrest Fenn with the treasure chest. And you'll notice that we do not see the side, any side. We see the back and we see the top, but we don't see any side. In any case, this was posted on the 16th of June. And this is the only picture they took then and put on Dow's site on that original day. This fake medium.com article comes out. And I'll show you all 4 pictures in that. So we have the first picture is on that website, and now he's showing this side. If you look at these the ladders, I keep calling them arrows. This ladder is going that way, and this ladder is coming this way. Like, it doesn't match any of the pictures in any of Forrest's book. What that leads me to believe is that this chest is not the same chest that was in the book. Period. That chest is not this chest, and it's also not this chest, as far as I'm concerned. But again, who knows? We can't see that side. This ladder is going this way, and this ladder is going that way. So this chest, like I said, there's no real way to prove it because we can never see the back, and we can never see the side in any of Forrest's pictures, including the media one that I showed you and the ones in the books. He never, ever shows this side. But I can't see why they would have made it like that. So it could be like that. I don't know. I'm going to go with no because I think this whole thing is set up. I don't believe that there is a finder. And if there is a finder, I don't believe he solved the poem. I believe that the chase was compromised and Forrest called it off. But what I'm getting at here is, yes, everybody that has a conspiracy that this is not the same a chest that's in the book, I would agree with that. But what I'm saying is, don't base it on this, because this picture is nothing more than this one flipped. Nowhere will you find a picture that has the chest sitting like that so that we could see this side, other than this one here that was on the median.com article. I mean, even the picture that Forrest posted on the 16th of June does not show that side. Now, obviously, if you look at the chairs and you look at the office they're in, this picture that Forrest put up on June 16th was probably taken at the same place where the median.com article, but that really doesn't prove anything that there's a finder, because many people were in this office. The lawyer, probably Forrest's grandson, probably, who knows, a couple of other people. Maybe his daughter was there. I don't know. Maybe Doug, who knows who was there, where he was. But the fact is that he seems to be wearing the same clothes. So I'm going to assume that these were taken the same day. That's why in the medium.com article doesn't really make me say, oh my God, there's a finder, because it doesn't prove anything. All it proves is that whoever was sitting in this room on June 16th had access to the pictures. So let's go to the next one at the media.com. Now, here again, this is on the media.com, medium.com article, and he's showing the box, and this is that side that we can never see. But again, look at the ladder here. The ladder is going up to the back, and this one is coming up to the front. So this is almost like a triangle, okay? That is not on the original chest. As I said, both of the ladders are coming in the same direction. Even when you mirror it, both of them are coming in the same direction, even when you mirror. So let's go look at another one now. We got this one. And again, he's showing that side that we never see. Here's one ladder, here's the other ladder. You don't see that on this side, of the other side that the only side that we see in Forrest's book. The ladders appear to be going in the same direction. However, again, and I want to keep emphasizing this because I know that somebody out there is going to say, but look, look, when you compare it, I can tell you that it's different because these are pointing towards each other. And then when I go and I look at this, they're pointing that way. Yes, you're right, but you're making one huge mistake. This is not the left side of the box when looking at it from the front. This is the right side. Okay, all they did is take this image and mirror it. All right, somebody showed me this picture. See, like I'm saying, they showed me this and they said, look at these two ladders. They're clearly different than this. And again, yes, they are different. The problem is this image is wrong that you're looking up here. This image is a mirror image. You're looking at the right side of the box, not the left side. You're looking at this side, what you see here. So we don't have a real picture anywhere from Forrest Fenn of this side of the box. So we don't know. The ladders, for some strange reason, might be pointing towards each other. But the fact that you're comparing this image to this image right off the bat invalidates any theory that you have, because you're not comparing apples to apples. What you're doing is you're comparing this image down here to the opposite side of the box over here. That's what you're comparing. The whole ending obviously seems suspicious to me, and I don't believe there was a finder. I think Forrest Fenn called it off because he himself compromised it by telling the wrong person where it was, a friend of his. And that friend then told a friend who told a friend who told a friend, and eventually the word got out there. Somebody was about to go to retrieve it that didn't earn it, and he called it off. That's what I think. Why didn't he tell us that? Well, if he told us that he did something like that, people would sue him. It seems pretty clear reading that medium.com article that it was written by somebody that knew Forrest for a very long time, either a family member or a close friend. There's no way in hell somebody that was just an acquaintance would talk about Forrest like that. It just wouldn't happen. I mean, come on. The guy said he never met him. Never met him so, until he found the chest and bought it to him. He never met him up until that point, ever. And he only talked to him on the phone one time, he said, for like 20 seconds. So for a 20-second phone call and then meeting him just one time, and now you go back and read that article, sounds like somebody that like knew him the whole life. It's clearly bullshit. It was made up, probably an attempt to get the press and get the media and get all the crazy people in the chase off Forrest's family's back. Is there more than one box? There very well could be. Maybe he had two. Maybe he bought a fake one back. Who knows? But if you're going to do a comparison, let's be real. This is just, laughable. It's almost as laughable as the GPS solve where you got a brown sniffing dog. And by the way, speaking of that, I like it is what it is video about that where he said he's got a bullshit sniffing cat, sensed out that the whole article is bullshit. Yeah, I mean, what a joke. I never even heard of the guy. At least he got the appropriate last name, Posey or something like that. I don't know. Whatever, I never heard of him, but the whole solution is laughable. I don't know what the point is. I don't know what Cynthia and the rest of them are doing or what their intent is, but they have no clue where the treasure is. No clue. And I don't even believe that any of them were close. So what's the point? It's just everybody just laughed. But again, to prevent this from going down the same rabbit hole, I want to point this out. So, peace.